let's kind of just make it up as I go along. If my calculations are correct, haven't done the, okay. This is going to be the level of the front slab. Right, which is the level of the, living room. Shit. But on top of this then, Hi everybody. If I'm standing a little bit strange right now, it's because I'm just trying to block the wind from my mic. It's pretty gusty up here this morning, and the mic will pick it up, maybe picking it up. So last video, I left you up here on the mountain. I had cleaned off the area where the foundation is going to go, and I had dug out the areas where the east foundation wall will be for the upper level, and the west foundation wall will be. And that's where I left it. I came up here last week. The wind has died down. Maybe I don't need to cover the mic. And so I was up here with the laser checking the level. And as I thought, I'm high on the east side, and I set the west side as my low point. Okay, so that's where I'm digging down to, and I've got about 7 inches of dirt over on the east side that I have to get out of the way. I've got the laser set up on the little mount above the construction line, and the low point is actually right below the camera here. So I'm going to step into the camera and just set my low point, and then I'll walk across and find out if I'm low or high at the other points. Right there. Okay. Oh, wow. That's within about a half an inch. Oh, that's about an inch. That's good, good. It's going to be fine here, I guess. Yeah, that'll be an inch high. Okay, we actually went down too low, but that's okay. We're going to fill this with gravel and tamp it. So that's our second opportunity to get a really level surface. Now I know that I've got a basically level area for the foundation. Next step is I should probably set some lines and pull some measurements for where the actual foundation is going to be before I put in the gravel. So I've got my 2 rebar stakes in now, and they are marking the on-center backmost location of the foundation. Now I need to put in a couple of more stakes, 2.73 meters this way, okay? And those will be on this level that I'm standing on right now, and they will mark the on-center location of this wall that will support the upper half of the foundation. Okay. All right, from there to there, to level, it's right there. Right there. Okay. Okay. The task today is run some lines from rebar to rebar, the pegs that I put in yesterday, and mark the on-center line right down the length of the foundation. And then hopefully I'll lay gravel in and lay some basic form work and tamp it all down. That's the goal. Now, I'm really starting to waver on whether or not I need this 2 inches of concrete base under the foundation wall and the foundation. The Japanese contractors use it to create a level surface, okay, so that when they put the forms in, the forms are completely level at the bottom and therefore completely level at the top. I'm wondering if I can do that with gravel. I've got to make a decision on this. Would be way back here, a structure underneath. Let's kind of just make it up as I go along. Okay, now both of the ends are at the exact same level, but because it's such a long span, 11 meters, I'm sure that there's some slack in the middle, so let's just check how much. Right there. Now with the two ends set at the rebar spikes, I'm going to set a center point with another piece of rebar that is exactly the height of the string, the accurate height of the string, not with the slack in the middle. And that will be my working height to calculate the height of the gravel and the concrete and then the wall above it. That's it, right there. Okay, so this arbitrary point right here is exactly level with the rebar on the outside. Yeah, you won't be able to see these numbers, but this spike is 50 mil. Shit, 100 mil, 400 mil. Ah, right, I haven't done the, okay. This is going to be the level of the front slab. Ah, right, which is the level of the, living room. Shit. But on top of this then, we've got 1,300 milli. Okay. 130, if my calculations are correct. Ah, right. 130 takes us only up to here. Shit. That just seems a little bit low. 10, right? And 400, another 180 to 180, right? I think, shit. I gotta work this all out in front of you. Sorry. The height of the front wall, and therefore the top of the upper slab, right there. Okay, I've MacGyvered a jig or a profile, don't know what you want to call it, but this represents the top and the front wall of the box that will become the second level. This is now sitting at 190 mil, so just over 6 feet, and the distance to the distance to this point right here is what I was worried about. This is the actual distance of the center to center measurement for the top level floor. And actually this is really good because now I see that when I pour the concrete, I have to have a 400 mil deep concrete, 18 inches of concrete here, right? And as we get out here towards the end of the platform, or the end of the box, no problem. But right there, at this point right here, at 35 centimeters in, we get 40 centimeters of depth. Boom. Okay, that's what the architect will have to know. And I think it's gonna fly because we've got solid rock under there, and we'll be pinning the concrete to the solid rock with rebar. So I don't think this is going to be an issue. Yesterday we put up this dummy form which represents the height of the second floor and the front of the wall dividing the first floor and the second floor. I thought I could leave the first floor stuff until I got this all finished, but now that I see how far the second floor level, the second floor platform, or box, what I've been calling it, comes out, I've got no room here for the excavator to dig a hole here or deal with this dirt over here. So that's going to be a problem once this concrete wall is in place. I definitely have to do some digging right here for the you know, I've talked about this in the past, the cantilevered corners on the front slab. I'm not a fan of that idea, so I've decided I'm going to put concrete in here and build it up. It'll essentially be a big footing, like maybe a 6 foot high, depending on how deep I have to go footing. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to mark the tentative location on the first level of the easternmost side of the foundation. I'll do that with one of these rebars, and then I'll measure out 2.73 meters because I think that marker post right there is in the wrong position now. I think it's got to go out further. And I'll probably get rid of these temporary batter boards, and then I'm just going to start digging a hole right here down to hard, firm, packed earth or rock, whichever I hit first. We've got a typhoon coming, and it's going to hit in about 12 hours, so I've got to kind of get this place sorted as best I can, tarp down all the machinery, and just essentially clean up, and I've only got a couple of hours to do it, so chop chop. Okay, the storm is blowing in. I've already had raindrops hit me, but it's not supposed to hit till 11 p.m. tonight. Anyway, we've got a big enough pit here. I'll be able to clean it up with a shovel, I think, level it out, pack in some gravel, and then pour a pretty thick footer. This, I think, is going to become a real footer. It's not part of the plans, but it certainly won't hurt. I had thought about going all the way across the front of the foundation, but that's just a lot of digging, and right in the middle there, that's definitely a lot of rock, right? So I'm going to put maybe, I don't know, it'll be 6 feet long, 4 feet wide, and probably 5 feet deep, it's looking, and that'll be kind of the anchor point, the footer for the front of the foundation. Okay, I think this is it. I didn't get to put the gravel in, but I think I'm just a couple hours away from that. I've got all my lines and tentative corners identified, so it's been a good, productive weekend. So, typhoon time! Everybody be safe.